Jump, jump.
Is it gonna jump or just poop a lot?
Good morning, CDTV. We are getting ready to head out now, finally. David just has to take some pictures off of his camera so he can make room for new ones. And then we're gonna start exploring Lisbon. We also had to book our flight to Paris for tomorrow. I can't believe it's already that time. It's come so fast. Paris is our last stop in our adventure. Here's the view from our window. It's finally nice outside. It was really cloudy this morning, but it's apparently not overly warm today, so I don't know, hopefully it stays nice. So right now we're standing in Rosio Square. We're not really sure what it's about. David's app crashed that we normally go on and read what everything is about, so that's unfortunate. But there's just a bunch of, there's a statue in the center, and there's water fountains on either side, and then it's just lined with trees, and then buildings and shops, yeah. And it was really sketchy. We just had some guy come by us and ask us if we wanted cocaine or hash. He had a little package in his hand, and we were like...
Still walking around asking.
Yeah, he's asking so many people, and it's like, really, do you really think we look like that kind of person that would want something like that? Like, no, you're sketchy. And then here's another guy. We don't want it.
How the hell is that even?
I can't believe that these people are actually here selling it. So here's what the square looks like. The ground's kind of cool too. It's kind of trippy. Yeah. And here's the big statue in the middle. And then there's another little square down that way, but there was something going on in the center, yeah, tents, but it was all barred off as well, so we couldn't even get inside. So we don't know what that was all about. Check this street out. You get on this tram thing and go down the hill. That's so neat. It's pretty graffitied. Came to a park. It's called Mirador
de São Padre de Alcântara.
Sorry for butchering it.
Yeah, we butchered that totally.
But it's just this park that has a really nice view of Lisbon. Yeah. So you can see the water from here. And then, yeah, you can see the castle, which we're planning on going to soon.
I think that's our hotel right there, that white one.
Oh yeah, that might be our hotel right there. And then you just have this really amazing view of all of Lisbon. And you can see how mountainous it is. It's huge. And then this is the really nice park. It's a water fountain. Some guy playing music. It's really cute. Yeah, and then there's a little park below as well. Outlined with flowers nicely. And statues. It's nice.
So we made it down to the water. We decided to come check out the whole waterfront, and then one of the things, the Commerce Square, that's by the water. And we ran into this bridge that kind of looks like we're in San Francisco. So it goes all the way along there. And then this thing kind of looks like the one in Brazil. I can't zoom any further. But this is what the boardwalk looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You think it's a beach, and then the beach is actually steps?
Yeah, it's all steps.
Steps.
So yeah, we're just gonna walk down towards that direction and see what the Commerce Square is about. Just a bit down the ways, we found the Commerce Square. It's actually massive.
It's huge.
And It's really windy, so I don't know if you guys can hear us that well. But yeah, it's actually really cool. So it's like right by the water.
Yeah, which is nice.
And then when you turn it this way, there's these like big palace-like buildings, a huge arch, and a statue.
And then there's just restaurants all along it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, now we just want to get something to drink because it's actually really hot out. We didn't expect it.
It was supposed to be kind of chilly,
Yeah, it
we
said
thought.
21 max, but
The wind is kind of chilly, but the sun is just so hot that
it cancels out.
Yeah.
The wind feels nice.
Yeah, it feels very nice.
So we'll try and find some iced coffee to keep us going. We're a bit tired, as per usual. If you want to get a good workout, come to Lisbon.
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
up and down, up and down.
It's so hilly. I didn't expect that at all.
No,
I didn't think, and it's really old.
Yeah, it's old looking.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. It's very it feels like it feels like we're in a third world.
Yeah, like we're in like Dominican or
Yeah.
Cuba or something.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it looks kind of nice though. At least the government buildings are nice, which is what usually happens.
Yep. Can I take a picture?
Sure. And then look how far this goes, and it's just packed with people.
We made it up to the castle. It was really handy because there was an elevator down.
A random elevator.
Yeah, down below that we took up, and then we just had to walk a ways up to the actual castle. So we're gonna go in now and take a little tour and see what all is inside. The map of what we're gonna see, and here's a huge entrance to it. We made it into the castle. I just had to sit down and take a little breather because David was getting overheated. It's really hot out in the sun, so we just sat in the shade for a bit.
I just start coughing profusely when I get too hot.
Yeah.
The sickness needs to go away.
Very much so. And we ride up on the castle. So it was, when was it built again? In the
11th century.
Yeah, in the 11th century. And it was built in the Moorish period. It was used to house military troops, and in case of siege, the elite who lived in the citadel.
That's good.
Word for word.
Yeah.
But also an interesting fact, it was not built as a residence. Yeah, as a place of residence. So that's kind of interesting. So it wasn't really meant to live in.
But even when you walk into the beginning, it's just like a little village first. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's weird. You walk through and then you don't think that you're going to see a bunch of restaurants and houses and stuff, and then that's what you see. And then you go to the left, and that's when you actually go into the castle. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. But right now we're just sitting in this little square, and there's a really nice view. We'll go over to it before we start walking through. You can kind of see, you can get a really good view of the ocean and what's on the other side. And then there's a little statue in the center, and then that's where the castle begins. And we can hear peacocks again. I swear they're all over Europe. I don't know how they got here or why they have them in every little palace area. Yeah, it's so weird, but every time we go somewhere, we always hear them.
Mm-hmm. So this is what it looks like a bit closer to the wall. It's really nice.
It's so nice.
And this is a little village that we were talking about, how it's just all packed in right beside the castle. Like here's the castle walls, and then here's the little village. And then you can see the Gulf.
And we forgot to mention, it's built in the most difficult part to get to in Lisbon, which is very true, and that's probably why they made an elevator.
Yeah, we got to take an elevator randomly. We found one, so you didn't have to climb too much.
And there's the square where we were just a little earlier, showing you the castle. And here's a better view of Lisbon.
Other than the tree blocking.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, there's 3 peacocks up in the tree.
Yeah, we thought it was
saw
gonna
one
jump.
fly across onto the tower.
Yeah, that's why we're filming right now, because it looked like this one's gonna jump too. Oh, I think it's gonna go.
Is the sign in the way? Looks like it's getting ready to jump.
I lost it in the camera.
Oh, you ready?
I don't know where it is. Oh, there. Now we're going into the castle. We're standing at the top of the castle. You can see we're going into each one of these towers. They all have a different name and different reasoning for them, I guess. But in the middle is a courtyard of each of them, and there's another courtyard through those doors as well. And they're just empty spaces. And here's the archaeological site. What are they all again? One's a palace.
Well, this is a palace from like 11th to 12th century.
This is the palace. This is
there, that's like ruins from the town from 7th century BC. And then that's the Moorish quarters.
Yeah, so now we're gonna walk down there and get a little better view. Well, unfortunately, we can't read about it because that's all weathered, but this is the different parts of the palace. And here it looks like they're still excavating some stuff. We found some more walls. It's so neat. And here they've recreated from the walls that they've seen what this would have looked like if the walls were still standing. This is neat. You can still see all the tiles, or some of the tiles that were on the wall. There's still a lot of this wall standing.
And a little garden in the middle of the house.
Yeah. A little tree. Ooh. You're gonna see all white because of the walls. This is amazing here. And while I've been importing pictures, David ended up falling asleep on me.